Ladies and gentlemen, right now I'd just like to let you folks know that we do have this game live streaming right now on the El Paso Parks and Recreation Facebook page, as well as an app called Fieldhouse Sports, and as well as on quicksports.com.
All right, folks, we are test. All right, folks, we are live, getting ready for kickoff here as the Mesquite Hill, I'm sorry, as the Midland Horned Frogs kick it off to the EP Broncos. This 9U matchup. Let's get it going. So the Broncos will receive the ball first, and they will start 1st and 10 here from about the 47-yard line, it looks. Broncos opening possession here. Should be a good one. So, folks, you can watch this game not only on Facebook, but on our Fieldhouse Sports Entertainment Network platform, so our iOS, Android app, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, as well as our website, fieldhousesen.com. Broncos takes the handoff, breaks the tackle, bounces to the outside, shoe comes off, picks up 9 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 here. Nice run by that young man. The Broncos starting the game off, 9-yard run. Second and 9 here, 2nd and really short. So 2nd and 9. 9-yard gain on that first play. It's going to be 2nd and 1, but really 2nd and inches here. As we got a timeout on the field as the player puts back on their shoe. So clock's running. Quarterback in the shotgun. Was he under? Yeah, he's under center. Takes the snap out of the I formation, fakes the handoff. He's going to get brought down for a loss of 4 yards. That's going to bring him 3rd and 5. So we got 3rd and 5 here for the Broncos. Nice penetration there by the front 4 for the Horned Frogs. Quarterback under center, takes the snap. End around. Oh, nice cut back there. Nice bounce to the outside, breaks the tackle. Stiff arm gets brought down. First down. Big gain there for about 9 yards. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 40. Nice run by number 0. The Broncos under center again. Single back set. No, that's an I. It's more of a pistol, but let's see. Hands it off, fakes the handoff, keeps it, bounces it back inside. Gain of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. As the quarterback kept that one himself. This is a direct snap, really, to number 0. They put him under center. So forgive me, folks, for these pauses as we share this game out amongst our network. So we got 2nd and 8, quarterback out of the shotgun, 1 back set, trips, got twins to the left, 1 to the right. Oh, nice cutback. Breaks the tackle, spins off. Another big gain there as he picks up probably 15 yards. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 35. All right, so we got trips right. Quarterback out of the shotgun, single back set. Takes the snap, tosses it. He's going to get brought down immediately in the backfield, loss of 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 15 here. 2nd and 15 for the Broncos. Nice penetration there by the Frogs defense. All right, folks, so we got the game all shared. We'll try to keep some updates going on for some of the borderland high school games that are going on. I see right now that Eastwood is down 30-6 at the half. Let's see if we can get an update here. Keep you guys abreast of what's going on around the city as we go through this. Let's see what we got. So Ryder yesterday won 28-7 over Canyon Teal. Today is the 26th. At the half, Prosper is up 37-6 over Eastwood. And Riverside plays at 3 o'clock, so it was down to 1 El Paso team, it looks like. Well, we got a man in motion. Quarterback gives us twins left, single back set on the right. Quarterback under center, single shot, single. I got a lot of movement going on, a lot of movement. Single back set, tosses it to the back. That's a lot of movement to get stuffed. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 3rd and a mile. That's 3rd and 22, actually. So that Horned Frogs defense locking in here after the early start by the Broncos. But back to the high school football. So, yes, so looks like El Paso teams are getting knocked out here in the 3rd round of the playoffs with Riverside left to play Springtown Porcupines for the final game at 3 o'clock. So we'll keep you posted on the outcome of those games. Quarterback takes the snap, loses it. He's going to get brought down the backfield for huge loss. Huge loss on the play. This Horned Frogs defense has locked in after the early jitters. And they're going to force the 4th down here. 4th and very long. So it looks like the Broncos are electing to pass it off for Typho's equivalent of a punt. I think that's what's about to happen. I think. I could be wrong. Single back, no backs in the, no back set, 4 receivers. Quarterback drops back, rolls it out, bounces it back up. Oh my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my. Is he going to get there? He's got the first down. There's a flag on the play. Oh, my. That was at least a 40-yarder right there. That young man is electric. Number 0 for the Broncos. So there was a flag thrown. Looks like it was a face mask. Let's trying to see who would get called it on. Face mask against the Horned Frogs. So you're going to tack on another 15 yards or half the distance. Which one we going with? 5 yards. So we tacked on another 5 yards to that run. That was a huge play. As number 0 for the Broncos is definitely a game changer here. So we're going to have 1st and goal for the Broncos. So the Broncos are going to come out of the huddle. Number 0 at running back. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to 0 up the middle, gets brought down immediately. Nice stop there by the Horned Frogs front 7. As the defensive lineman, number 34, makes the quick stop. I don't think you're going to be doing much running up the middle. You're going to have to continue to bounce it to the outside. Takes the snap, hands it off to 0 again, bounces it to the outside. That's where that speed comes into play. In for the touchdown. Broncos go on the board. 6-0. They're going to go for 2 here. Broncos are going to go for 2. Score is 6-0. Broncos get started here. So he's in for the extra point. 8-0, early start for the Broncos here. Start this ball game off in the first quarter. Broncos will kick this ball off here as the Horned Frogs are set to receive. Horned Frogs will recover on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Horned Frogs from the 39. Horned Frogs take the snap. Quarterback rolls it out to the left side, takes the corner, beats the defenders. He's gone to the house. Number 15, touchdown. Horned Frogs, no flags on the field. First play of the game for the Horned Frogs. Takes it 61 yards for the touchdown. We got an 8-6 ball game. Midland's going to go for 2 to tie it. We got ourselves a shootout, folks. A good old West Texas shootout in the process. Quarterback's going to take the snap out of the shotgun, rolls it to his right, bounces it to the outside, in for the score. 8-8 ball game, folks. Whoa, we in for a barn burner, I believe, today. This is going to be a good one. 3:29 left in the first quarter. 8-8 ball game. Both teams score on their first opening drive. Midland scores in about less than 30 seconds. So let's see if Midland kicks off or they looks like they're going to kick off. Don't think they're going to do a retain here. Horned Frogs set to kick off. The number 15 kicks it off. Nice kick there. It's going to be fell on at the 26-yard line. Broncos 1st and 10 from the 26 to start their second possession of the ball game. Let's see what the Broncos can dial up here. So definitely going to need to score because I think it's going to come down to who has the ball last the way this game started off. Let's see if it continues at this rate, I'm sorry. All right, so the Broncos have the ball. Quarterback under center. Got a false start here, looks like. Oh, offsides. Maybe offsides on the Horned Frogs, maybe? Oh, 12 men on the field. Yep, Horned Frogs at 12 men on the field. 5-yard penalty is going to bring up 1st and 5 here for the Broncos. There's some laundry on the field. Nice run there by number 0. Let's see what the call is going to be. It's against the Broncos. Got a personal foul here, like a block in the back. It's going to take this play back. 1st down, 1st and 9. We got 1st and 9. That's going to negate that big run. All right, so 1st and 9, Broncos, quarterback under center, I formation. 2 receivers to the right. I'm sorry, to the left. Doesn't get stuffed here. Loss of 2 yards. Loss of 3. Gonna bring up 2nd and 12. So we got offsides here by the Broncos. It's gonna bring up 2nd and 17. This is when you see the playmaker from the Broncos, number 0, probably touch the ball and see if he can't do something electrifying here to get these yards back. Let's see what they dial up for the Broncos. 4 wide receivers, number 0 under center, so you know he's keeping it. Man in motion, hands it off on the end around, cuts it back. Boom, big hit there. Gonna get brought down for a gain of about 2 yards, maybe. He may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage there. It's gonna bring up 3rd down. So he picked up 1 on the play. So 3rd and 16. Quarterback keeper bounces to the outside. Gonna get brought down. Nice staying home there. Picks up about 4 yards. It's gonna bring up 4th and 10 here. See what this Broncos coaching staff can dial up. They're gonna punt it. Gets the punt away. Horned Frogs. Ooh, big hit. Big hit on the return there. That's going to be Horned Frogs ball. That's number 15. Took that big hit there. Nice hit by the Broncos. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. So Midland makes the Broncos blink first with their first change of possession without a score. So let's see what the Horned Frogs can do here on their second possession. Horned Frogs, number 15, takes the snap. That's going to be a fumble. That ball's going to get turned back over. Broncos make the Horned Frogs blink right back with a big haymaker there. Got a player down on the turf. We're going to take a quick break in the action, folks. We'll be right back. What are some of the things that you want a potential college that's looking at you to know about you?
I would say not to look at my size because a size doesn't matter. I mean, it's the heart that you have to put out there and show what you can do. So not looking at my size and just seeing what I have to put on the plate.
Well, I want to say I want to be at the top, and that's always the goal, but obviously there's a lot of parity in our district. I think a lot of people had great summers. You know, we did qualify for the state tournament, and those 4 teams that qualified are all in our district. So, you know, to compete every week is going to be the key. To be healthy is going to be key every week. But I really like the chances of the 2 schools on the west side just because they've got a lot of kids back and play really hard and sound fundamentally defensively especially. And then I like our chances along with probably Eastwood. Pebble Hills with their trigger guys could be interesting as well.
All right, we're back to the action. We're back to the action here. So we got Broncos ball, 1st and 10 after the fumble by the Horned Frogs.
First and 10 on the 47-yard line.
Broncos going to take the snap. Quarterback under the center. Number 1. Number 0 in the backfield. Hands it off. Brought down immediately. That's big time penetration by that Horned Frogs front line. The big fellows are really getting it done in the trenches. Number 75 with the stop there. Loss of 4 yards. Oh, loss of 3 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 13. Timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll be right back.
The goals for the upcoming season we usually have every year. They don't really change. Number 1 goal is to win the North. Any kind of Northeast team that we play, we want to have a level of success here. Then we move on to the pre-district and have a winning record going into the pre-district, pushing into our district play. We have a 4-team district, so we've already made playoffs. So our ending goal is to push for a district championship and have momentum going into the playoffs.
Start the second quarter is going to be Broncos ball, 2nd and 13 here. Quarterback's going to take the snap, single back set, hands it off to number 0, bounces it up the middle. Nice cutback. Tough running there. Nice gain of about 10 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 here. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to the tailback up the middle. Nice stutter step. Gain tackle. Not before he picks up the 1st down. Be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line here for the Broncos. I formation here. Twins to the left. Quarterback takes the snap under center, hands it off to the tailback, bounces it out to the outside. Will get brought down for a loss of 1 yard line by number 10 as they forced him east and west and didn't let him go north and south. They're saying he got back to the original line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10. Number 0 is going to take the snap under center here. Trips right. I formation. More like a pistol. Keeps it. They contain him to the outside. Oh, bounces off a tackle. Brought down on the trying to stiff arm. Gain of about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down here. So we got 3rd and 6. Hands it off. Oh, nice stop there by the Horned Frogs. It's going to be brought down for a loss of 2 yards. Going to bring up 4th and 8. As what started off to be a offensive slugfest has now turned into a defensive slugfest. As both teams' defenses have hunkered down. Got a false start on the offense. Going to bring them back 5 yards. Brings up 4th and now 13. Got a turnover on downs. We're going to have 1st and 10 Horned Frogs from the 37-yard line. Horned Frogs takes the snap, hands it off to the tailback. Up the middle, moves the pile. 2-yard gain. What we got? 3-yard gain. Gonna bring up 2nd and 7. A little confusion down on the field. Not sure what the call was. But we're gonna tack on 5 more yards, looks like. Quarterback keeper bounces it out, reverses the field. Gonna pick up the 10 and more. 15, 20 yards. Huge gain there. It's gonna bring up 1st and 10 here for the Horned Frogs. Big gain there by the Horned Frogs is going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback, got a false start. Going to bring him back 5 yards. Brings up 1st and 15. Okay. Nice play there by the Broncos to bring in. Gonna be a loss on the play and bring up 2nd and a long way to go. Second and 22. Quarterback fakes the handoff, throws it out into the flats, wide open. We're going to pick up a nice chunk of yards there to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 7. After that play, nice pass by the quarterback out into the flats to the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper bounces it back. Oh, there's a flag on the play. That's some big time running there. That was live. Holding you back, man. All right, folks. Sorry about that. We got a penalty. It's going to bring them back. Going to bring up 3rd and 13. So we want to give a shout out to the 1.5 thousand viewers from game 1. Thanks for supporting our efforts and what we do here and trying to bring exposure to youth sports in El Paso. Brought down. Oh, shakes the tackle. Oh, nice tackle there at the end by number 0 on number 15. Playmaker, bringing down Playmaker there. But we want to give we got a timeout here on the field by the Horned Frogs. We're going to take a quick break from the action, folks. We'll be right back. How do you build off of that?
I don't know. I just teamwork, like counting on each other, making sure everybody's there for practice, keeping each other accountable, and just a team effort, really.
And staying healthy, right?
Yes, of course, always.
I tell you, you got a lot of peers that are either in your grade or grade ahead that have gotten knee injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And so, a lot of that is because y'all play so much.
Yeah.
Y'all don't rest. Y'all don't let. Test. All right, folks, we're back to the action here. So we got 4th down. Big jumbo set here for the Horned Frogs. Quarterback fumbles a snap. Bounces to the outside. Hits another gear, stiff arm. Still on his feet. Boom. Big hit by the Broncos. Brings him back down. There's a flag on the play. That was a helmet. He led with his helmet. That's going to be a big personal foul there. Targeting. Going to be 1st down. Definitely led with his head there on that tackle. So, folks, we're going to take a quick break on the action while they deal with this injured player. We'll be right back. no matter the type of youth program you're trying to build, whether it be a baseball or a softball program, a youth football program, a youth basketball program, or a youth volleyball program. Each and every one of you are looking to build a successful program. Over the coming weeks, we're going to bring on youth coaches who've built successful programs. They're going to talk about how they sustain success over the times, what it took for them to get to the point that they're at, and how they continue to be on top. Tune in as we interview these coaches to help new and uprising organizations build successful youth programs, to be successful and to help today's youth. All right, folks, we are back to the action here after that targeting penalty leading with the helmet. It's going to be Horned Frogs ball, 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. So Broncos bailed the Horned Frogs out. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off, versus, oh wow, nice cutback. Another cutback. Picks up 5 yards there. That's definitely some nifty running by number 17 for the Horned Frogs to pick up 4 yards and to not get brought down in the backfield. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6 here. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it to his big back. Big hit there. There is another one leading with his helmet. So we got a discussion down on the field with the Broncos and the referees, but what they're not getting is their players are leading with their helmets and not their shoulder pads, and thus putting themselves in risk of injury of a concussion, while also putting the other players on the field in the harm's way as well. So the parents can yell and scream all they want, the coaches can yell and scream all they want, but the referees are doing the right thing, making the right call here as they are leading with their helmets. It's football, but it's not football from the 80s and 90s when we played. This is a new day. Safety protocol has been put in place to keep these players healthy and safe. So we got 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for the Horned Frogs. So the referees look to get control back here in this ball game. I mean, I know that we got a timeout here by the Horned Frogs, folks. We're going to take a quick break in action. We'll be right back. How was that transition going from middle school to high school and playing varsity basketball?
It was a lot. It was like really different than middle school because in middle school I kind of like had to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got to high school, like there was like other people around who knew what they were doing and they were pretty good. So I kind of just got to like take a step back and just watch for a little bit and learn from the older girls.
Mm-hmm. So you went from being the big fish to
Yeah.
just being in the pond, huh?
Yeah.
So all right, we're back out of the timeout here. 1st and 10, Longhorns from the 19-yard line. Got a false start by the Longhorns, going to push them back 5 yards, going to bring up 1st and 15. This game right now has been riddled with penalties as these penalties have really helped each or have hurt both teams. So that false start is going to push them back 5 yards. Another flag on the play. It's going to be against the offense, offsides. The Horned Frogs are not helping their cause here. It's going to bring up 1st and 20 now. 2:19 left here in the second quarter. Quarterback takes the snap, fakes the handoff, bootleg around, bounces to the outside, beats 4 defenders. One to bleed, he's in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Horned Frogs, number 15, makes this a 14-8 ball game as the Horned Frogs will go for 2. Really? So just in case you're wondering here, number 0 for the Broncos has been ejected for the helmet, leading with his helmet and targeting. So his day is done. The playmaker from the Broncos is done. It'll be interesting to see how they change up this offense to make up for what they're going to be missing without him on the field. He was definitely dynamic and definitely huge for them. His day is done for today. Quarterback takes the snap. Got a false start on the Horned Frogs. Quarterback takes the snap out of the shotgun, rolls to his left, throws it across his body. Oh, definitely a good pass. Wide receiver just could not find it, got turned around. So score of 14-8. Horned Frogs over the Broncos. As much as this may hurt right now for this young man, number 0, for being ejected from the game, it's definitely a learning point here. You cannot leave with your helmet in today's youth football, today's football at all. It's definitely something they're going to have to work on in practice as far as the tackling goes. That kid's going back in the game. That kid's in the game. That kid is in the game. So the discussion on the field is whether zero is still in the ball game or not. So he is done for today. So the Horned Frogs are set to kick off here. Kicks it off. Broncos recover. Brings it back. Big hit there, number 23. Brings him down. It's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 32-yard line, 33-yard line. Broncos ball. 2:04 left here in the second half. So Broncos 1st and 10, 32, 33-yard line. Got twins to the left. Single back set. Quarterback hands it off. Gonna get brought down here. Short gain, maybe 2 yards. Gonna bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Broncos. Quarterback hands it off, goes up the middle. Nice gain there for about 6 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 here for the Broncos. So quarterback's going to take the snap, hands it off to number 10, gets brought down immediately in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. It's going to be a quick timeout here by the Horned Frogs, trying to get this ball back with some time. 52.7 seconds left. 4th down. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Lamar got to work ball security because still you won't be an elite quarterback. If Patrick Mahomes got that ball like that, if Tom Brady gets that ball, Aaron Rodgers, the real Aaron Rodgers, please stand up. Look, they're not making that mistake. They're not making that mistake. So if Lamar wants to be the dude, you were an MVP. Be the dude. Come on, man. There was 3 fumbles.
Come on.
2 of which were turned over to the other team. So if you're gonna be that dude, be the dude. But so I'm not gonna let him get off the hook. But defense lost that game.
All right, so we come out of the timeout here. 4th down here for the Broncos. The man in motion, takes the snap up the middle, bounces it. He's going to get brought down at the gain of 1. We got a timeout by the Horned Frog. Well, no timeout. So we got to move the chains. 1st and 10 for the Horned Frogs here. Official timeout as a player is down on the knee. So we're going to take a quick break here, folks. We'll be right back.
you into the music scene? Because I hear about you all around here in El Paso.
Wow. He showed myself, like he showed me everything that I feel today is missing from everybody that wants to start. Like the first thing, you need to learn how to carry the crates. You need to learn how to load your equipment.
So now, when you're playing music, right? Does it take you to a specific place?
Every time.
Every time?
I'm telling you, if I've mentored him well enough, he's at a pinnacle now to where I feel like he can rock with the fleet DJs. And boy, it's 600 of them.
Oh, yes. Yes, there's a lot of them. And you have to know your craft.
Oh, God.
You have to know your craft in order to be in that.
Listen.
All right, folks, we come out of the timeout. Horned Frogs ball. They got quads to the left, to the right, single to the left. Quarterback throws it out in the flat. Oh, they was trying to get a bubble screen going. It's going to be in back to the line of scrimmage there for second down. Quarterback takes the handoff, rolls it out to his left, bounces to the outside, hits another gear. He's off to the races, folks. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Horned Frogs, number 15, to end the first half. It's going to make it 20-8 here on the big play there by the Horned Frogs. It's going to be interesting to see this second half as the Horned Frogs have started back up the fireworks here on the offensive side. They're going to go for 2 to try to make this a 22-8 game. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to the fullback, bounces to the outside, cuts it back in for the score. 22-8, Horned Frogs over the Broncos. Horned Frogs are set to kick off. Broncos set to receive. 3.2 seconds left here in the first half. Horned Frogs kick it off. Nice bounce there. Broncos fall on it at the 25-yard line. 3.2 seconds left. Broncos will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 25 to end the first half. Who we got? All right, folks, so as we get ready to close out here this first half, just to prep you all, so for halftime, you will get to see this week's episode of our national talk show, Taking It to the House here from Fieldhouse Sports Entertainment Network. This week they talk about the NFL, so enjoy that during halftime, and we will join you back in the game when the second half starts back up. But we're going to play this here out. And as I started earlier, I want to thank the 1,500-plus viewers who tuned in for Game 1. And Thank you for your support in our efforts to promote and promote the student athletes and youth sports here in the borderland. Thank you all, and thank you. And we ask for your continued support. Run up the middle. We'll run out the first half with the score 22-8. We're going to break for halftime, folks. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Enjoy taking it to the house this week's episode.
Yeah. That's that pregame, boy. We in that locker room.
We
Yo,
going
just
to have
getting that
a
face again. Yo, just getting face sprayed, putting tape on, boys. Just,
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Put me in, coach. Put me in.
Woo, ready.
Woo! Like a bunch of crazy dogs out there. Woo! Steve, we let you behind the curtain. We let you behind the curtain, bro. You seen Oz today.
This episode of Take It to the House was brought to you by EVH Fitness Studios. It's a way of life.
I'm Dr. C. Victor Urban III, and I'm taking it to the house.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Before I go on, I got to say something that's long and overdue. That's Dr. C. Victor Urban, doctor, earned and not given, a man of God, a retired lieutenant colonel in the United States Army, an author. Did I say doctor already? A leader of men, father, husband, brother, uncle. And guess what? He's my nephew, and I'm proud of him. And we're doing this show for you today. So thank you for tuning in. And put some respect on his name. I'm Dr. Timothy Hoover, and I want to welcome you to Take It to the House. Vic, it's been a couple of weeks. What's on your mind? What's going on, brother? What's burning in your heart today?
In the words of Cam Newton. What'd he do when he scored that first touchdown? We're back. Look, man, I tell you, the last few weeks have been a journey. I thank the fans of this wonderful show, your patience. I know we haven't been around for a couple of weeks. Look, your boy been traveling. Your boy has been like on the road for real. And thanks again, Unc, for them props. Hey, so I had to go to Carolina. I actually got to watch the Carolina Panthers game when they got stumped by the Patriots. And then, of course, the week later, they get Cam Newton. And then the next week, I go visit my freshman son, C. Victor Herbin IV, who's at LSU. We know how well LSU's been doing. Great weekend, family weekend. Go catch that game that evening against Arkansas. Now, I was talking to my mom because she's there. I said, hey, Mom, this should be a pretty good game. Arkansas, traditionally have been like the beast of the East type thing. They're not like top cream of the crop of SEC. So since LSU's been having a subpar year, we still should win this game. This should be one of those gimme games, family weekend. Everyone walks out the stadium. Great weekend. All right, the team won. The forecast all week going into Louisiana was like 70 degrees, 70, 72. Okay, great. I'm coming from DC. I overpack to the point I underpack. Okay, who needs a coat? Who needs all this cold weather gear? I'm going to 7 degrees Louisiana. I misread that the game was not going to be at 4 o'clock. The game was going to be at 6:30. No problem. It's Louisiana. It doesn't snow. I tell you what, it's kids and I, mom and dad, wifey. We at the game. Okay, seats. We got some top cover. Bruh, that weather dropped so hard. I swore I was at Lambeau Field on the frozen tundra. I mean, we up there like, and so you already had a college football game. It's SEC country. And then the way they had the student seating or for the family seating, we're over there on the Arkansas side, but we're like, okay, no problem. It's going to be well worth it. LSU's going to come out here. They're going to have their business. Third quarter, we're watching a game that's like literally a slugfest. Is it defense? Is it sloppy? I don't know. So make the call. Hey, 5 minutes left. We should be able to leave up out of here. It's tied. And we're like, hey, we should be able to take this car. We should be able to make this drive and score. At least get the field goal, get it back. Any other time, have no problem watching the game in overtime. But this particular game, I'm looking at my mom. She's got the blanket on, and the wifey got the blanket on. My daughter's sitting there like this, and my daughter's a trooper. This is my daughter's second live football game. I took her to a Ravens game a couple years ago, and now she gets a SEC game. She's a trooper. That first game she caught, the Ravens game, was rainy. It was wet. Her and her homegirls like this, champs, 11 years old at the time. I said, I'll take y'all anywhere. Didn't complain at all. So here it is. It's cold. It's like 30, 40 degrees. Cold, evening, night, wind, and everything. I said, look, at the 5-minute mark, we leaving. My daughter, she's 13, says, why? Let's stay at 000. I said, that's my girl. So I'm like, but I'm cold. I'm looking at the wife. I'm looking at the moms. I'm like, okay, you know what? The best thing to do is leave. But I forgot in college, they don't have a 2-minute warning. So the 2-minute mark goes down. I was like, okay, well, let's just finish this game. Bruh, 000. Now I got to go to OT. Made the command call. Let's get up out of here. On the way back to the vehicle, find out the team lost. So over the last 3 weeks, I've been traveling to watch losers, man. Straight up. Now, I'm cold, fingers, frostbitten, whatever. But it's great to be back here. It's great to be back here. And not to mention, on my way to Baton Rouge, on my way to Baton Rouge, I had the access to watch the football game, the Thursday night football game on the plane. Ravens versus Dolphins. This should be a gimme. Them jokers, peed in the bed then too. So what a weekend to start. I say all that to say it's great to be back. And your boy been missing you, and your boy been missing the fans. So let's get this thing started.
Let's do it. Man, it's already week 11 for the NFL. You mentioned the Ravens, and I got to give you props because early in this season, before the NFL started, you called them going to be your NFC North champions. And so I didn't see it. I called the Cleveland Browns. And it's interesting that the Ravens, they are leading the pack along with Pittsburgh. And I believe their record may be tied or maybe one game separating them. But getting to my Browns, led by Mayfield, Baker Mayfield. I said early on, he just has to manage the game. No, he's actually in their way. He's part of their problem. So I'm not going to renege or ask for what is that, a mulligan? No, I'm going to stick with the Browns. Still going to stick with the Browns, but he is their problem. You talked about last week with Miami and the Ravens, and I was like you. And everybody knows, if you've been listening to this format, to this show, everybody knows I got your boy Lamar on my team, my fantasy football teams. And so I was expecting him just to blow up. I was so disappointed in last week's game. The turnovers and the team not showing up. Your boy Brown, just easy catches that he should be making, but he's known to drop more than catch. I was just so upset. And of course, I thought about you as they're losing. I was thinking, what is Vic doing right now? What is my co-host doing right now? Is he on the ledge? I had to think about you. But of course, even with that poor showing, I still won in fantasy. So I'm thankful nonetheless. But my point and the reason why I started out this talk was to give you props on your prediction on them leading the AFC North. They are holding it down right now. It's week 11, and I expect them to continue to hold it down. I'm going to stick with my pick because that's what we do. We fall on our sword. My pick with the Browns, but you called it, sir. They're looking to lead the North. The Bills, I think we both agreed upon the Bills up in the East, and everybody else. Jack, I have so much to talk about, guys. It's been a couple of weeks, so excuse me if I have diarrhea in my mouth. But if you love us, love me, you don't mind, and you know what I'm talking about. We want to talk. I'm going to say that Gruden and the Raiders, that disappointment and that divorce, you would expect a kind of a spiral or spin out for the Raiders, and yet they seem to somehow survive, So I want to speak on leadership and Derek Carr.
All right, folks, to get ready for the second half here, Broncos kicking off to the Horned Frogs. Kick is made. Horned Frogs recover, take the kickoff. Oh, nice return here by number 22. Cuts it back. There's a flag on the play, blocking it back more than likely. Definitely a nice return here. They're going to call it holding on the Horned Frogs. It's going to negate some of this run. That was definitely a nice return there by the Frogs. So we're going to have 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line to start the second half for the Horned Frogs as they look to build on this lead up 22-8. Got quads to the right, single coverage to the left. Oh, it's going to be short on the pass by the quarterback. It's going to bring up second here and 10. Not sure what's going on right now, but all right, so we got 2nd and 10 here for the Midland Horned Frogs, up 22-8 over the EP Broncos. Nice handoff to the running back, bounces it to the outside, turns the corner. Number 17, no one in front of him. He's going to be untouched for the touchdown. Midland Horned Frogs have opened up the floodgates here, folks. Now score of 28-8 on the EP Broncos. So Midland will go for 2 to make this a 22-point ball game. Horned Frogs take the snap. Quarterback bootlegs it out to his right. Looking for a receiver, throws it through the hands of the big tight end there. It was going to be a score of 28-8. Midland's now up by 20 over the Broncos early here in the third quarter. All right, Broncos takes the punt, takes the kickoff, returns it 2 yards. Going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line for the Broncos. Not sure exactly what's going on the field. We've got a timeout by the referees. Not sure what the discussion is going on, but the referee's running off with the ball. We're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll be right back. So how the grades looking? We talked about this earlier, but let's, very smart student athlete. I think the term student athlete really fits with you. 3.86 GPA?
Yes.
She a nerd, y'all. And there's nothing wrong with that. I told her embrace it. Embrace it. Because, at the end of the day, the reality is academics and athletics minimizing that cost for college. All right, now back out of that timeout. Broncos have the ball. Big back in the backfield. Number gets brought down. The short gain there. They put number 99, Palacio, into the game to run the ball. Got a player down after that stop. We're going to take a quick break in the action. We'll be right back, folks. It was a big jump for you.
Yeah.
What do you attribute to that?
I think for my freshman year, I looked up to a lot of girls, and then my sophomore year, it was like I had to be the leader, and it was different, but I liked helping my teammates whenever they needed something.
Mm-hmm.
I liked, giving them advice, teaching them how to just, stay calm in whatever situation and just help them out whenever they needed.
Broncos have the ball here. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to number 10. Nice run there. Nice pickup of about 8 yards, maybe 9. Gonna bring up 3rd and short here. 31 for the Broncos. Quarterback hands it off, number 10 again. It's going to be short of the line to gain. They're going to say he got the first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 46-yard line. So the quarterback, number 1, Rudy, under center, takes the snap, hands it off. It's going to be a gain of about 1 yard, 1.5, maybe 2. It's going to bring up, let's say, 2nd and 8 here for the Broncos from the 47-yard line. No, from the 48.
Y'all like DJ Khaled, all y'all know how to do is win, right? What are some of the things that you as an individual are looking at to ensure that you position your team in a way to where you guys give yourself a chance to win?
What I would have to do, I guess, it would be like play solid defense. Don't let anyone get past me.
It was a transition for me to go from being like a shooting guard and from scoring to being more of like a facilitator and like bringing up the ball and improving other aspects of my game other than shooting.
Yeah, I feel pretty optimistic. We've got number 1 Amarillo, powerhouse. Numerous state championships. They are coached by an excellent head coach, and they eat, drink, sleep girls basketball out that way.
All right, folks, back to the action out of the timeout. Quarterback keeper bounces it out. Oh, nice stutter on the run there. By number 2. So we're going to bring up 4th down, 4th and 2 for the Broncos here. All right, so we got 1st down by the Broncos here. Quarterback takes the snap, puts a man in motion, fakes the handoff, bounces to the outside. It's going to get brought down for a loss of about 2. Flags on the play. It's going to push the Broncos back here and bring up 1st and 20. Oh, nice bounce out to the outside. Turns the corner. He's going to break it. One play to beat. Oh, knocks it out of bounds at the 1. Nice defensive play to poke that ball out to stop the score. So the Broncos are going to be short here. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 after that great defensive effort by the Midland Longhorns. The Broncos here. It's a man in motion. Hands it off to number 99. The big fellow is going to be brought down short of the goal line. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal here. Broncos 2nd and goal here. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Looks like he's going to be in for the touchdown. Got a 28-14 ball game here. Broncos are going to go for 2, and I'm thinking that after this, they're probably going to leverage or retain to keep the ball out of the Longhorns' hands if possible. It'll be interesting to see what the coaching strategy will be after this. I'm sorry, not the Longhorns, the Broncos. Too many games, man. Too many games. I apologize, folks. The Broncos are going to go for 2 here. Boom! Hit from the backside as he left his blind side open. They are going to kick this ball off. While we wait for the kickoff, folks, we would like to send a shout out to one of our sports partners, Craig Fraun, realtor here in El Paso. All right, folks, sorry about that. The camera go down for a second. We're back up, though. But as we were saying here, I want to send a shout out to Craig Ferron, Realtor, for partnering with us on youth sports here in the city of El Paso. Thank you, Craig, for all that you continue to do in supporting our efforts and in our efforts in supporting the youth sports of the borderland. Also want to send a shout out to the El Paso Parks and Recreation for having the foresight to realize that streaming these games out would be instrumental in providing families who are not here, but who are also trying to stay out of the harm's way of COVID, the ability to still watch these young men and women get out here and compete each and every day. Breaks that one, turns the corner. He's gone. Number 15 is gone, folks. Huge touchdown run, no flags on the field. That's going to be a nice run there by number 15. I think this is third touchdown of the day. That young man has had himself one heck of a ball game and is definitely well over 100 yards rushing. So that's going to make this a 34-14 ball game, and the Longhorns will go for two. So with 3:45 left here in the third quarter, Longhorns, Jesus. The Horned Frogs take a 20-point lead over the Broncos. Nice run up the middle, bounces, going to get bottled up there. 2-point conversion is no good. Score 34-14, Midland Horned Frogs over the EP Broncos. But back to our earlier statement, I want to thank Hawk Stevens, for the director here for the youth sports here in El Paso Parks and Recreation, for having the foresight to really understand what this streaming can do for families really across not just the borderland, but really across the country, as we have folks tuning in from coast to coast to watch these young men compete each weekend here for the last couple of weeks, like the last 14 weeks. So definitely a shout out to Hawk Stevens and the El Paso Parks and Recreation for their foresight here. Now back to the action. Gonna kick it off. Nice squib kick down the field. They're gonna fall on it there at the 23, 24-yard line. So we're gonna have 1st and 10 for the Broncos from the 24. All right, so the Broncos quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to the tailback, who bounces out to his right, gets bottled up. There's a gang of Horned Frogs come in for the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Broncos. Quarterback takes the snap up the middle. A gain of about 2 or 3 yards. There is a flag on the play, offsides on the defense. So we got a player hurt on the field. We'll be right back after this. So how competitive are you? Like if I challenge you to a game of ping pong, do I got a chance to win?
No, you don't have any chance of ping pong for sure. me and my family, we have Thanksgiving ping pong tournaments, Christmas ping pong tournaments. You chose the wrong sport, man.
Pretty tight. I'm pretty tight. I got a beam backhand.
All right, we'll have to see about that.
Beam backhand, follow through. So. We got 9 minutes and 9 minutes and some change left here in the ball game. Horned Frogs up 34-14 over the EP Broncos. Broncos have the ball here. 4th and long. Quarterback's going to take the snap on the end around to number 10. Big play there by the linebacker who comes up and makes the stop. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the Broncos. So we got 1st and 10 for the Horned Frogs. I don't know why I keep saying Longhorns. For the Horned Frogs here. So a quick score update from high school football as the Eastwood High School Troopers get beat by the Prosper High School Eagles 53-6 in the blowout. So that will bring Eastwood's season to an end. Congratulations, Eastwood, on a successful season of getting to the 3rd round of the playoffs. Tough loss there. So we got a pile up here on the field. Flags on the play. It's going to bring this back as we have a holding on the offense. So the next game on the high school schedule is set to kick off at 3 p.m. with Riverside playing against Springtown. With Springtown being a huge favorite by everyone to win. So Midland will take over here. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off. Number 17 bounces it around, follows his blockers, gets to the outside, turns the corner. Nice gain. Going to bring up 2nd down here. So let's get a couple of college score updates. So number 15 UTSA is down 45-16 to North Texas in the 4th quarter with 5:18 left to play. Number 3 Alabama's down early 7-0 to Auburn with 6:50 in the 2nd quarter. Nice run there, but that's going to come back as there is laundry on the field. More than likely holding again will bring this run back. So now number 11 Oregon is up 24-3 over Oregon State with 9 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Penn State, Michigan State. So number 12, Michigan State's up 17-14 over Penn State. 1:30 left in the 2nd quarter. Wisconsin and Minnesota, number 18 Wisconsin and Minnesota tied 3-3, 12:30 in the 2nd quarter. Louisiana up 14-10 over Louisiana Monroe with 10:18 in the 2nd quarter. Other games slate to kick off. Oh, nice run there. Gets around the corner. Number 15 is off to the races. No one left to beat. In for the touchdown. Oh my goodness. They got a block in the back. Here's going to bring this run back. It's number 17 blocked in the back away from the play. Didn't even need to do so. That's going to bring this back. Oh man, it definitely is. That's gonna negate the touchdown for sure. So we're gonna count off. $10 yards from the spot of the foul. So we got 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Horned Frogs. Folks, I gotta give props where props is due. This Midland Horned Frogs organization has came in here to El Paso and has walked away with 2 wins, one at the 7U and now one at the 9U, to punch their ticket to the Final Four in the Typha playoffs. So congratulations to the Horned Frogs organization. Definitely a good group of student athletes that they have there. A lot of talent at the 9U level and at the 7U level. So be interesting to see their progression matriculation through the process. Going to turn the corner here. Gets to the sideline. One player to beat. Cuts it back in for the touchdown. Number 17 gets the touchdown. Makes this a 40-14 ball game now with 6:57 left here with the clock running because the Horned Frogs are up by more than 30. So the clock will run. So two-point conversion is no good. Score 40-14. We got a player down on the field. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
It takes great skill, but that's not the only thing it takes.
There's extra pressure being a college athlete just because you're also reminded, hey, you're worth this much money. Like, we invested this much money in you. You need to perform and do everything right because you also make our income and stuff like that. Like, we make our livelihood off of you. We started doing field laps, and then I got pushed and tripped on one field lap, and we're pretty sure I hit my head. I started having seizures, and then they called 911, and it took about 15 minutes for them to get there. So in the span of when I first dropped to when they showed up, I had a total about like 10 seizures.
Had a diagnosis or anything. It was just we're gonna run a bunch of tests and see what happens.
So the Broncos will pick it up here. Gets brought down immediately. So we got 1st and 10 Broncos. 6:04 left in the fourth quarter. First and 10 from the 43-yard line. I'm sorry, from the 38-yard line. 38-yard line. Broncos have the ball, man in motion. Twins to the right and twins left. Single receiver to the right. Still got folks moving around. Quarterback takes the pitch, handoff, pitches it, gets brought down for a loss here. Nice stop in the backfield by the linebacker. Loss of 2. Gonna bring up 2nd and 12. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off to the running back, gets brought down. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 here. Quarterback lines up. Oh, breaks the tackle on the keeper. Picks up a short yards, 2 yards on the play, maybe 3. It's going to bring up 4th down and 8. Quarterback takes the snap, empty backfield. Got timeout by the Horned Frogs as they make a substitution. We'll take a quick break, folks. We'll be right back.
The camps, for me, they went really well. I mean, it was great going out, seeing all the competition. A lot of real good players, good kids, a lot of good coaching, a lot of good things I learned.
So one thing that came out of you came out on a rivals list, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell us about that. Like, what did you say? What did you feel when you saw that?
I was a little bit I kind of I knew that I was like I'm not trying to be cocky, but I knew I was kind of good. But when I saw that, I was like, interesting. I was like, there's no way, because it's like something that you don't just expect.
Yeah. All right, we're back out of timeout. Quarterback drops back, short pass, immediately tackled. Well, not really tackled, but immediately stopped by the Horned Frogs. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Fumble on the field, recovered by the Broncos. 1st down. 2:15 left here in the ball game. The clock will continue to run with the Midland Horned Frogs up 40-14 over the EP Broncos. Quarterback's going to take the snap out of the shotgun. Twins to the right and left. Drops back. Gets met in the backfield. Brought down by the face mask. So that's going to be a flag on number 15, 15 yards. So it's going to bring up 1st and 10 here for the Horned Frogs from the 36-yard line.
Heads it off on the end around. Gets met in the backfield. Maybe picks up 2 yards. They're going to say he picked up 2 yards here. It's going to be 2nd and 8. As the Horned Frogs defense holds. Doesn't get caught up in the trickery. Quarterback out of the shotgun, drops back, dials it up, over the top, incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 3rd down here as the Broncos season will come to an end here. Midland Horned Frogs 40, EP Broncos 14. That's going to close out this 9U matchup, folks. The Horned Frogs punched their ticket to the next round of the playoffs. The Broncos season will end here in Taifa. Thanks for tuning in. The next game should be up in about 10 minutes.
First and 10 on the 6-yard line for the Panthers.
No one wants to block for that, man. They want to get still.
Quarterback will keep it for a short game.
Like the O-line's not blocking for it.
Hey, y'all back! Hey, let's go! Trey!
2nd and 7.
Wake up! Back!
No, they took them out.
Back!
They took out little man.
Wake up!